Good evening, wrestling fans. Hope y'all having a good week. Um, can't believe tomorrow's Friday. This week blew by so fast. Anyways, it's gonna be an extremely busy weekend in the world of pro wrestling. There are 4 wrestling events scheduled for this weekend, and 3 of them are WWE POEs. I'm going to go through each WWE POE one at a time and give you my preview. I'm going to start with NXT Great American Bash. There are 6 matches on the card for Great American Bash. The first one, it's Obafemi versus Yasuki Mora, and it's for the NXT Championship. Um, this match is basically gonna be like a one-sided match. I don't see this. I don't see Obafemi losing this match because, quite frankly, he's a much bigger wrestler than this other than this other guy that he's facing. So I expect this to be a one-sided match. I expect that Obafemi will win and retain the NXT Championship. Next, we have a tag team match, which will feature Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe, formerly known as Mariah May, who's now is Blake Monroe in the WWE. They will be facing Fatal Influence. This should be a fun and exciting tag team match. I think all 4 women involved in this tag team match will put out a very good performance in the ring, and I'm sure they'll put out a great match in front of the NXT crowd. So I expect this to be a fun match. Um, I'm gonna pick Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe defeating Fatal Influence. We have NXT Women's North American Championship match, which is going to feature Sol Ruka versus Izzy Dame. Um, this should be another exciting uh, um, women's match. I don't know much about this Izzy Dame wrestler because she's fairly new, but I do know Solaruka, and Solaruka, for what I see from Solaruka, she's very talented in the ring. Um, she's pretty good for what I've seen. So I'm sure this one-on-one match between Solaruka and Izzy Game for the NXT Women's North American Championship match should be an exciting one. Um, I'm picking Sola Ruka, defeat Izzy Dame, and retain the NXT Women's North American Championship match. We also have a TNA World Championship contract signing. Now, this is for that triple threat match between Trick Williams, Joe Hendry, and Santana, which will be taking place at TNA Slammiversary on July 20th, which, by the way, it will take place at the UBS Arena in my hometown of Long Island. So Saturday at Great American Best is the contract signing. I think this is going to be very interesting and unpredictable contract signing between these 3 men who are going to be involved in this contract, who are going to be involved in this contract signing for this match at TNA Slammiversary for the TNA World Championship. Right now, Trick Williams is the reigning TNA World Champion. And I do see definitely either Joe Hendry or Santana win back that TNA Championship. So the contract size, like I said, should be very interesting, and it's going to be unpredictable what's going to happen. We also have a one-on-one match between Ethan Page versus Ricky Sage for the North American Championship match. This should be a very exciting match because both Ethan Page and Ricky Sage are very talented in the ring, and I'm sure both men will put on a very good match Saturday afternoon at Great American Bash. So I'm looking forward to seeing that match. And last but not least, we have Javon Evans versus Jasper Troy. Oh, I forgot to mention, before I get to this next match, I forgot to give my predictions for the Ethan Page and Ricky Sage match for the North American Championship match. I'm predicting Ethan Page in defeating Ricky Sage and retain the North American Championship. Now back to this match, back to talk about this match between Javon Evans and Jasper Troy. Now, I don't know much about Jasper Troy. I really haven't seen him wrestle. But Javon Evans, I've seen wrestle. And from what I've seen, he's very talented in the ring. He puts on a good performance in the ring. I'm sure Javon Evans versus Jasper Troy will be a good match. If I had to pick a winner in this match, I would pick Javon Evans defeating Jasper Troy because I've seen Javon Evans in the ring and I know he's capable of. I don't know too much about this Jasper Troy, but I'm picking Javon Evans defeating Jasper Troy. So there is your preview and predictions for NXT Great American Bash. Now on to, before I get to Saturday's main event, the starting time for NXT Great American Bash will be Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, and it will be streaming on Peacock. So don't forget, NXT Great American Bash will be starting 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, and it will be streaming on Peacock. Now, let's get to Saturday's main event. Now, as of right now, there are 4 matches on the card, and I'll go for each one of them. The first one I'm going to get to, and this match was just made today via a video tweet on X from Nick Aldis, who's the GM for SmackDown. He announced today on X that Jimmy Uso will be taking on Sosa Cola for the United States Championship at shout out to main event. I think this is going to be a pretty good, exciting match. Both Jimmy Uso and Sosa Cola are very talented in the ring, and I'm sure both men will put on a good match. As much as I would love to see Jimmy Uso win and become the United States Championship. Most likely, Solo Sikoa is going to find some way to retain the United States Championship, and he'll probably have the rest of his bloodline buddies to interfere in this match and help him get the win. So as for I love to see Jimmy Uso win and become the new United States Championship, I just don't see it happening. Because I see Solo Sikoa winning here and retaining the United States Championship. Now we have Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. This match was made last week or the week before. I think this is going to be I think this match is going to be very physical and intense. Because both Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre can get very physical in the ring. And this is going to be an intense match. And I'm sure that both Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre will put on a very good performance in the ring. But like I said, this is going to be an intense and physical match between these two. So I'm picking Randy Orton to defeat Drew McIntyre in this match. Next up, we have Seth Rollins versus LA Knight. I'm not just sure what to say about this match because, quite frankly, this match could be either on Raw or SmackDown. I don't know why they even make this match, to be honest with you. So I'm not sure what to feel about this match between Seth Rollins and LA Knight. I guess they want to want LA Knight to get involved with new opponents. I guess they want to make this match between him and Seth Rollins. So, like I said, I don't have an opinion on this match because, quite frankly, this match could be on like a Raw or a SmackDown. But nonetheless, it's gonna be set for Saturday night's main event, and Fox is gonna win. And don't get me wrong, Seth Rollins and LA Knight will put on a pretty good match because both men are very talented in the ring. But this match could be easily set for a Raw or SmackDown. But ANS, it was made for Saturday's main event. First, who's going to win this match? I predict Seth Rollins to defeat LA Knight in the match. And last but not least, the main event. Okay, have Goldberg versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship match. This is going to be a great match. Great match. I think both men involved in this match is going to put on one hell of a match. And the two big guys, Goldberg and Gunther, two big guys. But this is going to be a physical match. I'm looking forward to it. But it's going to be a great match. Far as who's going to win the match, it can go either way. Gunther can beat Goldberg and retain the World Heavyweight Championship. But on the other hand, you can have Goldberg defeat Gunther and become the World Heavyweight Championship match. Now here's the kicker. If Goldberg does defeat Gunther and becomes the new heavyweight championship, will Seth Rollins come out after that match to cash in? Well, Seth Rollins and also will got to come out on Monday Night Raw to address the crowd, and Seth Rollins cashes in, then it go either way. Or Gunther can win the championship and then defend it at SummerSlam. So there's a lot of factors here. Anything can happen. But it should be a great match. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Um, a lot of people saying that this is uh, Goldberg's last match. And it's very fitting because tonight's main event is taking place in Atlanta. And Atlanta is Goldberg's hometown. So he's got a lot of hometown fans in the building on Saturday night at tonight's main event. So he'll definitely get a very good ovation from from the home crowd. But like I said, this will be a great match. I look forward to seeing it. Um, like I said, who's going to win? It can go either way. It's hard to pick a winner in this. But it should be a great match. I'm looking forward to it. So that's Saturday night's main event preview. Saturday night's main event is scheduled for 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. It will be on NBC Network and also be streaming on Peacock. So just remember, Saturday's main event will be on 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, NBC and streaming on Peacock. So looking forward to watching Saturday's main event. Now on to WWE Evolution 2. I've been wanting to see another all-women's pay-per-view since the first one, which was back in October of 2018. And that was a great all-women's pay-per-view main event. I mean, POE. Back then it was pay-per-view, but back then I enjoyed the first all-women's pay-per-view, which was Evolution. This all-women's pay-per-view, which is coming up on Sunday, which is called Evolution 2, is shaping up to be a pretty good show. There's about 7 matches on the card for Evolution 2. We're going to have Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for the Women's World title. This is going to be a great match. I think both women will put on a very good match. They're both very talented in the ring. I'm very impressed of their work in the ring. And I think both Rhea Ripley and Io Sky have some kind of chemistry in the ring. And I think they're going to put on a great match. I've been wanting to see these two face each other for quite some time. And I'm glad that's finally happening. Basically, especially after Rhea Ripley lost the women's world title from Io Sky right before WrestleMania. So should be a great match between Rhea Ripley and Io Sky for the women's world title. As far as who's going to win, I'm going to go on a limb here, and I'm going to pick Rhea Ripley, defeating Io Sky, and becoming the new women's world champion. But in any event, like I said, it's going to be a great match. Both these women are very talented in the ring. I'm sure they'll put on a very good performance in the ring. So I'm looking forward to it. Now, up next, it's Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus for the WWE Women's Championship. I'm very disappointed in this matchup, and not because the two women involved in this match, but because there's no build up to the match. This match was only just made about a week ago. So to me, when I see it, it's like they just do this match together with no build up. So I'm very disappointed, not because of the two women involved in this match, because Timmy Stratton's very talented in the ring, and Trish Stratus, what she's capable of, because we've seen her in a match she was in. So I'm not complaining about the women involved in this match. I'm complaining there was no build up to this match. So I'm disappointed in that. But I don't know. I think I think both Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton will put out a very good performance in the ring. Uh, they're very talented. Like I said, the only thing I'm disappointed about is that there was no built up to this match, and I feel that was basically they rushed putting this match together. So, but it should be a good match. I'm gonna pick Tiffany Stratton and defeating Trish Stratus and retain the Women's WWE Championship. So it should be a good match. I'm disappointed that there was no build up to this match, but like I said, this match was just made like last week. So basically, there was no build up to the match. But like I said, it should be a good match otherwise. We have a women's fatal four-way tag team match for the women's tag team titles. This is going to feature Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, and Asuka and Kairi Sane, and an NXT tag team. Should be a women's fair four-way tag team match. I'm, I'm sure all four tag teams who could be involved in this tag team match will put on a very good performance in the ring. I always enjoy a women's fair four-way tag team match. They're always great. I enjoyed them. If I was who's going to win the match, my guess is going to be Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, because they're probably going to find a way to steal win in this match. But it should be a very good match at Evolution 2. We have a women's battle royal also scheduled. The winner will earn a title shot at Clash at Paris, which is towards the end of August. Um, should be exciting battle royal. I know a few names that could be involved in it. Nikki Bell's gonna be involved in it. Ivy Nile, Stephanie Valkyria. I'm sure, I'm sure a bunch of other names gonna be in this women's battle royal. Should be exciting. Women's battle royal. Um, Very exciting. Um, I'm gonna pick Stephanie Valkyria to win the women's battle royal and earn a title shot at Clash at Paris. Like I said, it should be exciting, a women's battle royal, and I look forward to seeing it. We have a NXT Women's Championship match scheduled. It's gonna be uh, Jordan Grace versus JC Jane from NXT. This is gonna be another exciting one-on-one women's match. Both Jordan Grace and JCJ are very talented in the ring. I'm sure they'll put on a very good match in the ring. For what I've seen from these two ladies, they're very good of what they do in the ring. And I'm sure they'll put on a great match against each other at Evolution 2. And I'm going to pick Jordan Grace to defeat JCJ and win the NXT Women's Championship. Now, last but not least, we have a triple threat match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. It features Liv Valkyria versus Bayley versus Becky Lynch. This build up has been very intriguing and very interesting. Basically, the three of them don't like each other. Becky doesn't like Liv Valkyria or Bayley. Bayley and Liv Valkyria are having issues with each other, especially what took place on Raw this past Monday. So I expect this match to be intense. I think it's going to be a great match. All three women are very talented in the ring. They're great. They're great at what they do in the ring, and I'm sure it'll be a great match. If I was just going to win the match, I hate to say this. I'd love to see Liv or Bayley win the women's IC title, but I have a funny feeling that Becky Lynch is going to find a way to get the win in this match and to retain the women's IC championship. But in any event, it's going to be a great match. Like I said, all three women involved in this match are very talented in the ring. So that's a preview for Evolution 2. Evolution 2 is scheduled for 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. No, my mistake. 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, and this will be on Sunday night. So just remember, Evolution 2 is scheduled for 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, and will be on Sunday night, because Saturday night is its main event. So that's a preview. So the previews of all three POEs. All three. Now, here's the big one. We also have an AEW pay-per-view on Saturday. And it's the biggest event out of the whole calendar year. Basically, this is their version of WrestleMania. It's called AEW All In. It's their biggest event of the year. Basically, normally they have this event at Wembley Stadium in London, but I guess because of the schedule conflicts with Wembley Stadium, they decided to have it at the Texas Rangers Stadium in Arlington, Texas. I don't watch AEW that much because I got other stuff I'm watching. But when I do watch it and when I do get a chance, I do enjoy it. For what I've been hearing about this event, this event, the card for this event is stacked with great matches. You got Moxley versus Hangman Page. You got Mercedes Moné versus Toni Storm. You got Okada versus Kenny Omega, and that's just a few of the matches. So I expect this pay-per-view to go at least 4 hours, maybe 4.5 hours, because I've been noticed that AEW's pay-per-views are always long. They're always long, and that's just the main card. Before the actual show goes on the air, they got a 2-hour pre-show, which is called 0 Hour, and they can have a bunch of matches during their 0 Hour, which is basically the kickoff show. So it's gonna be a long show between the pre-show and then the actual event. But from what I saw about this card, sounds like it could be great events. Um, Now, I don't normally get an AEW pay-per-view event because, quite frankly, they're not that cheap. They're like $50 a pop, so not that cheap. But I decided to splurge and get this event only because the card for this event sounds very exciting. But it's a big exciting event. I'm looking forward to watching. I'll be having my laptop on plus my TV in Saturday afternoon because both Saturday, both All In Texas and NXT Great American Best both go on 3 p.m. at the same time. So I already decided that I'm gonna watch AW All In on my laptop because I bought it. I bought it via YouTube because there's a few ways you can watch All In. You can watch via YouTube, which I did. I booked this. I'm watching on YouTube, which is on AW's YouTube channel. You can also watch on HBO Max, or you can also watch on Amazon Prime. You can also watch for your cable and satellite provider. There's a bunch of ways, but I chose to buy it via YouTube. So I'll be having AW All In on my laptop while having NXT Great American Bash on my TV. So it's going to be a very busy Saturday because after those two events ends, uh, NXT NXT Great American Bash will probably end between 6:30. AW All In, that could go on to at least 7 to 7:30, because I figured that event will be at least four, possibly 5 hours. So got those two events, and then at 8 o'clock you have Saturday's main event. So it's gonna be a long, exciting day of pro wrestling on Saturday, and then Sunday night you have Evolution too. So it's be exciting weekend of pro wrestling. I have never seen such a busy and crazy wrestling weekend as it's gonna be this weekend. I I can't stand why the WWE scheduled 3 POEs on the same weekend and the same weekend with All In. I never understood that. And I'm gonna say this, and I have no disrespect to WWE because I'm a lifelong WWE fan, but I got a funny feeling that AEW is going to dominate this weekend over WWE just because of the awesome card they have for All In on Saturday. Like I said, this has nothing to do with WWE. I respect WWE. I'm a long time WWE fan, but I think this is going to be AEW's weekend. I think they're going to dominate over WWE because of the event they're putting on Saturday. So should be exciting weekend of pro wrestling. Um, After this weekend, start Monday, the road to SummerSlam will start. Because once we get through Sunday's main event and Evolution, the next event will be SummerSlam after 2 night SummerSlam. So after this weekend, the road to SummerSlam will begin on Monday on Raw, and that's where it'll get into full gear. Because if you think of it, it's less than a month away from SummerSlam. Because SummerSlam is going to be August 2nd, 3rd, so it's less than a month away. So once we get through Saturday's main event and Evolution, come Monday you're going to start hearing about matches being set up for SummerSlam, and it's not just two. It's not just one night. It's 2 nights. So they got for 2 nights of SummerSlam with matches. Now we all know both both the undisputed WWE Championship match is set, and that's John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. The other match is set. It's going to be Jay Gargill because she won the Queen of the Ring, and Tiffany Stratton. Now, I can't see Trish Stratus defeating Tiffany Stratton. So I think Tiffany Stratton will defeat Trish Stratus and retain the WWE Women's Championship. But here's the kicker. Well, Naomi come out immediately after that match and cash in on Tiffany Stratton. If that does happen, then you look at Jade Cargill versus Naomi at SummerSlam. Now already Jade Cargill and Naomi off each other at Evolution. But if for some reason if Naomi catches in on Tiffany after her match against the Stratus, then you're looking at SummerSlam a second match between Jade Cargill and Naomi for the WWE Women's Championship at SummerSlam. So as of right now, the matchup for the WWE Women's Championship match at SummerSlam is Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton. That could change depending on whether Naomi cashes in on Tiffany Stratton after her match at Evolution. So we gotta see what happens. Like I said, it's gonna be an exciting weekend of pro wrestling. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I have never seen a crazy weekend of wrestling such as this weekend. Should be an exciting weekend. I'm looking forward to what I said. Look forward to watching everything. Before I end this video, or should I say live stream on YouTube, please, if you enjoyed this live stream, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to grow my channel with subscribers. So if you enjoyed this live stream, please like and subscribe. Hope you have a great Thursday evening. Enjoy the weekend of wrestling. Have a good night, everyone.